Alright, final race of the season is now soon to be upon us. Why is there somebody the exit of the track right there? I don't know who that Red Bull is, but they're being an idiot. But yeah, okay. Welcome along to the final race of season 12, of course. Here we usually ended off in the United Arab Emirates of Abu Dhabi, where a champion will be crowned today. Will it be Chris's first world title? Will it be Green's record equaling fourth? Or will it be James's history-making second? We shall soon find out come 22 laps time at the end of this Yas Marina circuit. 3.2 miles, 16 corners, 9 to the right, 9 to the right, 6 to the left, 7 to the left. You're right. Okay, these are 16 corners, and yeah, let's see what everyone or the result at the end of this race will be. Is everyone, I think, is approaching the final sector. Yes, they are under the hotel section, which soon come round. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got about this. I don't know, we're just kind of waiting for everyone to complete the formula. There goes the Mercedes of Luca. I don't know why he's the one out in front, but he is. We're gonna have to wait on everyone to complete their laps. As around the final corner they go to line up on the grid, where the sun will set soon. And yeah, so here come the drivers. That is Chris signing up in P2. James Rigby got pole position. Let's introduce the starting grid then as the drivers start to line up. So James Rigby is tied with Green Warrior on points at the standings at 218. He starts on pole position for the final race of the season, with Chris making it another Rusty's front row lockout. And he leads the standings with 236 points. He needs to finish P6 or lower, and Green or Chris need to win the race in order for him to lose the title. Green starts P3, then for Ferrari, and P4 should be Melon, but he's coming around for a long time. Luca in P5 for Mercedes here. Sam starts P6. Could have been in the championship fight here had he not had a bad result in Las Vegas. And boom, in the Lamborghini will start in P7. We're just waiting on Melon, wherever the hell he's at. So yeah, alright. CC limit, CC. Alright. Where the hell is Melon, bro? Melon! Hurry up. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to reset everyone's stats anyways because of the laps. I have to. I'm genuinely about to start without this motherfucker. This black piece of shit. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna start without him. Yeah, fuck this guy. Alright. Alright, everyone ready? Oh my god. For fuck's sake. Okay. 22 laps. Lap mode. Race. Okay. Melon has collisions. Oh my god, are you serious? Wait, that actually could be an issue though. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Right. No, nobody has collisions. Alright, we're good, we're good. Do y'all have trophies, actually? Brother. Oh my god. That's why. The trophies are took. Somebody has trophies. Okay, no. 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 Someone has trophies. And I know it. Bro, just admit it, bro. It's not a command, bro. Freaking HD. No. Who has trophies? No, bro. Who has trophies? I don't give a shit about VCL. Fucking. If I see that, you're being. If I see the trophy in mid race, you're being banned. Simple. All right, let's start the shit. Stupid idiots. All right. Alright, everyone, final race of the season then. The sun will soon set here in Abu Dhabi. A champion to be crowned today for the final time this season It's lights out and away we go. James with a decent start. Chris as well, but Green looks like he's got a slightly better one out of all of them. He's trying to pull up alongside James Rigby. Into turn 1 we go, 3 wide. Into the first corner. I think James is still the race leader. No. Chris with a slightly better start. Up the inside of his teammate, and he's trying to get round the outside. Into turn 3. I think James is still slightly ahead. Still fighting along with Chris. It's a decent start by the Red Bull Melon. He's still up in P4. He's got Pi Luca to think about. Sam trying to stick up the inside. Green trying to stick up the inside as well. Pi on a decent move here, trying to get a move done on the Red Bull Melon as it's 2x2, and then down the back straight. James still the race leader. Green applying that pressure. Oh, that's what someone has collisions. Oh my god, someone's got collisions. As I think Sam who just smacked into somebody. What the hell? Oh my god, someone just flew into somebody. I will check who that is in a minute because, or after the race, because someone's got collision. Pi Luca up the inside, and Green and your Warrior then. So Green's had roughly a bad chicane or something like that. James starting to run away a little bit, or no, that's Chris, my bad. Chris starting to run away a little bit as Pi trying to stick up the inside of James Rigby here. Pi with a brilliant start here in Abu Dhabi from P5, already trying to get up into P2. Damn, I can't breathe, bro. Alright, tap 6 to the wall slightly for the Mercedes as around the penultimate corner where it's very easy to flip. James is going to be around the outside here. We're on lap 2 now. Sam's had a misery of a lap 1 down the back straight because he smacked into something that has collision. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. But, it is James, the race leader, my bad. James leading out in front. Chris dropping down to P3. Maybe under pressure from Green's Warrior as well. Remember, if Chris finishes P6 or lower, Green and your Warrior or James, depending who finishes in front and will win the race, one of them will be the world champion. But Chris just needs to finish in the top 5. And we shall see what happens come 22 laps time as Green maybe thinking about a move to the inside of the chicane on his title rival. It's a good move if he can manage to make it stick, but Chris with a slightly better exit was able to stay ahead for the time being. So here's now Pi Luca still in P2, was able to get ahead of Chris. Maybe trying to hunt down James Rigby. The Red Bull Melon starting to drop off slightly. He's about more than a second behind now. The top 4. Remember, Pi Luca as well at one point was leading the World Championship, but the lack of attendance has costed him results. And yeah, he's now out of the title fight. Long been out of the title fight. But Pi Luca's had a pretty decent rookie season as well. To finish within the top 5 of a very competitive grid is something to be proud of for Pi Luca. But he's currently 3/10 behind James Rigby. Chris in P3 here. Green in P4. Slightly wide for the Mercedes. Is slightly wide for Chris as well. That's going to allow Green to close up. And again, think about a move here. Side by side with rival in the turn 3. Green slightly ahead of the Rusties for the moment as we're going to go on board here with Green and Warrior to the inside. Maybe the hairpin we go where Verstappen made that move back in 2021. Chris goes slightly off the track, and I think Green's now backing up into P3. Goddamn, great at stutter there. Alright, but Green up to P3, still side by side with Chris, and the Rusty's power is going to help him all the way down this back straight into the chicane we will soon approach. Hit the brakes roughly 320 kilometers an hour. Slightly wide for Green and Warrior, but a big oversteer moment for Chris has cost him at the exit, and Green will now stay ahead. I think this entire back straight. He's now up into P3. Chris dropping positions like flies here. He's down to P4. James still the race leader out in front. Melon. Oh, there's Chris to the inside of turn 9. Thought about a move. If he would have made it stick, it would have been great. If he would have gotten back ahead of Green and Warrior. But Green slams the door shut. And look at this. Pi Luca applying pressure here to James Rigby. So James is now under pressure. James defending the inside line, forcing the Mercedes lead off the track. And see slightly wide, and Pi Luca I think is into the lead. Yes, he is. Pi Luca is leading. Rusties. What is happening to both Rusties drivers? They are struggling hard here in Abu Dhabi as Pi Luca goes a bit wide. He's still leading. Green is now under pressure from Chris as well. Top 4, 6/10 all within each other. Green a bit of a moment, but he is starting to close on James Rigby now. Pi Luca is now your race leader and leads for the first time in quite a while. Neto, oh my days, bro. Are you serious? He joins lap 4. I technically shouldn't allow him to drive, but I mean, if he wants to drive, then I guess I'll just put you a lap down, brother. Just put you a lap down. Alright. Get in the car, bro. Just get in the car. Alright, well. Pi race leader Greens dropped down to P4 again. So Chris has had a good chicane or something like that. He's back up to P3. Menon as well starting to slightly close in as well. So he's not too far off. Pi slightly wide to the hairpin. This is going to allow James Rigby to close back up in this Mercedes. It's wheel to wheel into the hotel section. James with a good move through the hotel. These two having a good old scrap all around the entire final sector. Meanwhile, Green struggling in the background taps the point. I don't know why I said points. Taps the water the exit. James slightly wide. Forced to cut the corner. Pi staying ahead of Chris for the moment as well. Just ever so slightly. 1.2 seconds. Green is now dropped. And then Menon is all starting to close in on the Ferrari. So the top 5 already suddenly close within each other. Pi under pressure from Chris here from the Flying Dutchman is into the hairpin of turn 5 we go. These two will be wheel to wheel, side by side as we enter the hairpin. Sam, fuck's sake. Pi Luca smart to defend the inside, stays ahead of the rest of these and gets a good exit as well. And he's defending the inside line, trying to break the slipstream. Green and Mellon doing their best to try and close in. James still the leader out in front. It's a good line taken by the Rusty's man. Also a decent line taken by Pi Luca. Lap 5 of 22. Sam's gonna, I don't know. Some sort of safety car or something is going to help out Sam here because I don't know what he hit. But, oh, Pi Luca to the inside. Hits the wall. He hits the inside of the wall at turn 9. And there goes Green Ninja Warrior. Back up into a podium position. And Mellon's not too far off as well. Sam really could be involved in this fight if it weren't for that crash. Which wouldn't actually help Chris. Right now this benefits Chris, the fact that Sam is down in P7. But yeah. Is Neto even driving still, bro? Has this guy gotten in a car? I don't even know if he... I think he has. Give me double points to make up for real. Don't know about that one, Sam. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, Red Archer is on the track. Never mind. No, the hell he's not. I don't know what this guy's doing. This guy's being retarded. Bro. What is this guy doing? Yep. Alright, Neto can't drive anymore. This guy's being dumb. So. Okay. Alright, Pi and okay, wow. Alright, Pi's dropped off a good amount because Mellon is now pressurizing the Mercedes here. This is for P4, P5, I mean. Mellon to the inside of the Mercedes. Now it's Mellon the one tapping the inside of the wall. Pi able to get a bit of a switch back on the Red Bull. And he's able to stay ahead of him for the time being. Unless Mellon can make a move into this right-hander maybe. Pi with another mistake. Hitting the wall again. And now Pi Luca drops back down to 5th. And Red Bull of Mellon is now pressurizing Green Ninja Warrior here then. Oh, there's maybe not. Okay, Green's still ahead. Alright, let's do a CC status update. So, Green is on 11, Mellon on 11, Boom on 9, Pi on 8, Sam 4, Chris on 4, and James on 3. So, yeah. There's that, and it looks like Green with a slight wobble the exit to turn 3. James still leading out in front. He's leading his teammate by 1 second. And Pi going a bit wider than he would have wanted. Green slightly under pressure from Mellon behind him. He needs to be looking forward rather than backwards. Let's see what Green can muster up. He's always been great at Abu Dhabi. He needs one of those great nights tonight if he wants any shout of winning a world championship for the 4th time, of course. It'd be a record equaling 4th. Matching the great Geordie, of course. I wonder who that could be. Anyways, yeah. Green's still in P3. It looks like, let's see what Chris is up to. I think Chris is very much trying to put Green behind him, and he knows that if he just finishes ahead of these boys in the top 5, he will be world champion for the first time in his F1RC career. This is only Chris's 2nd season, of course. Where last season in Abu Dhabi, oh my god. Oh my, what is going on today, bro? What's going on? In Abu Dhabi last season, Chris did not show up because he already lost the championship in Brazil. You know, wasn't even worth showing up for it. Won Vegas, but I mean, Still, Chris was very disappointed. He told me at the end of the season, he was very disappointed that he lost the title in the way that he did, and says he's very much been rejuvenated for this season, wants to push for the title, and look what he has done. Leads the standings by 18 points going into this race. As it stands, Chris will be the world champion. And he's 2.2 seconds ahead, roughly, of Green Ninja Warrior, which Green is somewhat cleared Pie and Melon. So he's now just kind of in this stuck train here. I have 5 drivers. So we'll see what happens then, as Chris is still trying to close in on James Rigby. But is he closing it enough? Is James doing enough? I wonder what the tire roll will be like as well. This probably will be another one-stop race, as the laps isn't enough to do a 2-stop because of attendance. So usually we do around 30 to 35 laps around Abu Dhabi, but no one shows up, and I'm not going to want to sit here for that long. So we'll see what happens. Is look at Green. I think Green's actually somewhat under pressure from Melon here, and Pie. Pie's closing in a good amount, as a bit of a wall tap from the Red Bull. Melon to the penultimate corner we go now. Pie applying pressure as best he can to this Red Bull. Only about 3 tenths behind. The gap out in front back up to 1 second, as there goes Melon very wide through turn 1. It's going to allow Pie to close in a good amount. Through turn 3 we go. Trying to get side by side to him. Not close enough into the hairpin. Now the Mercedes is the other way around back in 2021. Usually it's the Red Bull going up the inside. This time it's going to be the Mercedes trying to get up the inside. Melon smart to defend it, and he stays ahead. But Pie with a good exit. He could get a move done into the chicane. One of the big overtaking opportunities here in Abu Dhabi, into the chicane. Ken Melon trying to defend this as best he can. He's gone a bit too deep though, and Pie hits the wall though. Oh, Pie with a big mistake. He's tapped the inside of the wall. As Josh has joined. Alright. Welcome, Josh. Yep. Yeah, check those DMs, Josh. Oh my days. Pie's making so many mistakes here. He's up to 13 CCs. Melon's on 19 as well. Remember the CC limit. 30, 35, 40. So I want to be cautious of those. As the gap out in front is still roughly a second. Hasn't changed much in a good amount of laps. So yeah. I think Josh might be driving. I bet you he is, knowing him. Oh, he's not, actually. Where's Josh? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Hello, Josh. James leading out in front of the Rusties, and how dominant the Rusties has been this season. Has led more than 80% of the races, or 80% of the races this season. That car has proved to be a brilliant car for the Rusties team. In only their 2nd season, they have won the Constructors' Championship a long time ago. Back in Singapore is where they won the Constructors. I swear to God, I always get bad luck here. What's up with Sam now? I don't know what is up with him. He's a good 20 seconds back. Not sure what that's about. Boom! Cause a safety car. Cause a safety car. Come on, let's do it. Safety car, boom. Safety car. No, I'm kidding. Alright, but let me see. James out in front. Yeah, as I was saying, the Rusties has proved to be a brilliant car. No one has been able to beat it. Melon's now ahead of Green Ninja Warrior. Hang on a minute. Green must be struggling. Oh, Green's into the pit lane. Okay. If I do that, Chris wins the World Championship. I mean, not even. Not really. Alright, Green is into the pit lane. He's in for Ferrari. Puts on these soft tires, and he's choosing... Looks to be an undercut here. Trying to go a bit earlier than his rivals. And let's see if the time deficit that he catches up on the fresher tires will help him out. No one else has chosen to come into the pit lane apart from Green. And we hit the halfway point of the race. 11 laps completed out of 22. What will James and Chris now do? Let's see. Combined together, Rusties have won 10 races, with Chris winning 6, James on 4. Good amount of pole positions as well. They've sat on pole for majority of those races. Fastest lap right now would go to Luca with a 24.4. So he would get the fastest lap. Not that it matters, but you know. Looks like James starting to struggle a little bit. A little bit of a waltz up to the hotel section. Chris getting close to it as well. Let's see what Rusty's will choose to do. Will they choose to enter the pit lane? Boom is into the pit lane, but boom, you have a 5-second time penalty for speeding at the pit lane. There goes James. There goes Chris as well. They're in. Oh, James was really close to getting a penalty, but he has kept it clean, just about. Both Rusties choosing the double stack. Where's Greninja Warrior come out? There goes Luca. I think Melon has also chosen to stay out as well. Yes, he has. Where's Greninja Warrior? Coming around the penultimate corner. Here come the Rusties. Remember, it's quite a long pit exit because they got to go underground. There's Greninja Warrior down to the main straight. Both Rusties now exit the pit lane. You gotta floor it. I think this is gonna be real close. I think James is gonna be ahead. Here he is, rounding turn 2. There's Greninja Warrior in the background. So Chris, I think, is gonna be slightly ahead. Here we go. Yes, I can't spectate. For fuck's sake! All right, here we go. Greninja Warrior comes out right behind Chris, but he hasn't been able to overtake them. The undercut has not worked. Oh, well, that is a big news shocker. Then I thought the undercut would work, and it hasn't. So Greninja Warrior's now got a lap order, lap order tires. He's got a V-carb in between himself and, what's it called? Chris and James Rigby. Oh, he smacked the wall. James Rigby's hit the inside of the wall and he cuts the corner to try and get back into position. Oh, I didn't even see that, but James Rigby smacked the wall then. Chris is now the race leader with green up in P2. What has unraveled here? That was a big mistake by James. Uncharacteristic of James, of course. Chris, the race leader, slightly wide for Greninja Warrior. That V-carb was Sam, by the way. So, Sam was the guy causing that, or in that fight, my bad. Bit of a drift from the Rusties of Chris, but the top 3 in the standings, now top 3 back in the race then. Here is Melon, of course. Melon's into the pit lane. Pie. Oh, mate. By 0.7 studs. I don't even think it matters. I don't even think it matters. Where's Pie? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Alright. Alright, everyone's into the pit lane, but boom, you do have a 5-sec for speeding in the pit lane, by the way. So, alright. Alright, there we go. So, let's see, who is the leader once again? Now it's James ahead of Greninja Warrior once again, and James trying to get his race lead back that he lost. Both Rusties now side by side on the back straight with the Ferrari hunting them down as well. The prancing horse in the background. Here's James to the outside trying to get through on Chris. Maybe a bit of a switchback move. It could work out. Maybe it has. James Rigby switchback round at turn 9. It's a brilliant overtake. Well done to James to get ahead of his teammate. Trying to do everything he can to try and have some sort of hope of winning another championship. They've dropped green as well, so props to that. As a bit wide through the penultimate corner. Chris trying to stake a move, and looks like James is still ahead for the moment. And they've now got about roughly a second gap on Greninja Warrior. Rusty's pushing on lap 14 of 22. Imagine if Chris flips. He's gonna flip. Bro, he's gonna fumble it at the penultimate corner. He's gonna die. He's gonna explode his car. What if I just pop a tire on Chris's car? I could just remove a tire and then, like, he gets a puncture or something, you know. I could do that, but I'm not going to. Boombox currently in the final sector. By down to P6. Unfortunate. And Melon a further 5 seconds of drift as well, so I don't think the overcut worked out dividends for them. Not at all. Chris fighting along with James Rigby still. Chris now to the inside of turn 9. He's trying to get through on his teammate. Will he make it work though? I think he's trying. He is slightly ahead on my screen, so into the right-hander we go. These two still going hammer and tongue through the hotel section. A bit wider than Chris would have wanted maybe, but it could help him the exit. These two still side by side. James with a slight wall tap, I believe. The sun has now set. The moon is now rising. And, who's ahead? Chris. Chris is the one ahead here. He's got the Rusty's helmet, of course. So, James, Rigby, someone's typing. Is it the race? Nah. Nah. It's freaking, oh my days. Yeah, James back down to P2. Chris ahead now. These two have been pretty nicely matched on pace. So there goes James trying to get up the inside. Not quite close enough. Alright, green in P3. It's just full off quick. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. Usually people show up for Abu Dhabi, but like, I don't know. What the? Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Pi Luca. Yeah, Pi. I saw that, mate. Okay. Oh! Oh, Melon's got collisions. Oh, Melon's got collisions. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, Melon's hits right. I saw that, don't worry. Alright, Melon. He's holding a trophy of some sort. Because he shouldn't have collisions. And I can't do anything about it, really, like mid-race. I have to see. Did Pi leave? And he's left. Oh my god. I did say at the beginning that if anyone was found holding trophies, and with that evidential proof that I just saw him smack the freaking Red Bull, yeah, I think Melon could be disqualified here. Because he's holding trophies of some sort. Or he's got something that causes collisions. Alright, there we go. So Pi rage quit. I gotta go now find his car and see if it's in a safe position or not and see. I don't know where Pi's car is. He did DNF down the back. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay. Well, right down the back straight. Kind of too late for a safety car, so. Oh, shoot. Alright. Forgot about that. This car's autistic. I'm just driving in reverse the whole time. I don't want to press E because I want to. Alright, there we go. Car's in a safe spot. Lap 17 out of 22. James still leading. Alright. Well, that's great, isn't it? Fuck's sake, okay. Both Rusties still fighting along. They've completely dropped Green Ninja Warrior. He's now like roughly 2 seconds behind, and these two still going hammer and tongue throughout this entire final sector. I think it is James who's ahead. Yes, it is. James, the one that is ahead of his teammate, Chris. Just through the penultimate corner we go. James still leading. The CC's, is anyone close to a penalty? Green's the closest to a penalty. He's 5 away. Lap 18 out of 22 in this race. Probably, I bet you Green would be the first time that he just wants this race to end already. As, oh, there's a BMW right on the inside of turn 1 that I just did not see. Okay. Well, it's like shoved inside the wall though, so it's kind of like, yeah. Oh no, it's just completely, alright. There we go. That does it. Menon probably will be disqualified though, so based off of that. So don't worry. Probably gonna get disqualified. Alright. The rest of these still fighting in this final sector. Holy. Alright, they've been hiding for a multitude of laps now. And it's still James ahead of Chris. So, yeah. There's that. Lap 19 we are now approaching. As I go to, why is the smoke on? That should be on for the final lap, not this lap. Alright, let me go and check something really quickly. Safety car on track. Oh my god, are we serious? Who's... oh, it's Pixel. Let me check something really quickly. Let me see, because I actually didn't do this. Oh, Chris has 5 wins. Okay, my bad. Oh no, 7 wins, 5 poles. Oh yeah, okay, 7 wins, 5 poles. Alright, well. Then Rusty's have a combined win thing of 11. 11 out of 18 races because we've had to cut some races. So, still a pretty dominant car. And it looks like they are on course to win another Grand Prix. James Rigby, the race leader. Not that it would matter, but you know. Green a further 4 seconds adrift. And Green is probably just thinking, what has happened this season? He probably was wondering what would have happened in Brazil if he would have raced. What would have happened if he attended a couple races as the safety car is right on turn 3. What would have happened if he attended the first couple of races of the start of the season? What could have been if he was here? Sure, that is the only thing replaying in Green Warrior's mind right now. I'm gonna move this safety car out of the way, so it'll stop. Well, there we go. James probably thinking the same thing as well. What if I would have attended Brazil? What if I wouldn't have missed a few races that I did? Mrs. James with a switch back in the turn 9. Back for the race lead. It's going a bit too wide. Still stays ahead of Chris. But we're soon about to start the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. James still the leader. Will Chris finish off the season in style with a win? Or will it be James to finish off the season with a win? To get his 6th of the campaign. Or this 5th, my bad. It's now lap 21 of 22, and Chris is still giving chase. Actually, James Rigby has one here before. It's a bit of a watch out there from Chris. He's going a bit too wide, but he stays ahead. What's it called? James has won here before in the past. Back in season 7 is the last time that he won in Abu Dhabi. As there goes Chris to the inside. They're both Rusties pushing each other off the track then as they're soon about to lap. Boombox there. But he's got cutaways clear, so I don't know. I think he should be fine. But, yeah. There's Green. There's Sam. There's James and Chris still fighting along. Bit of a drift there from Chris. And that's costed him the exit that he would have needed for this back straight. The sun fully now set here in the United Arab Emirates, and James taking a bit of a wider entry into the corner to try and get a slingshot exit. And Chris none the wiser to it. In this final sector now, looks like it is on course for James Rigby to be the final race winner of Season 12. As we're soon gonna start the final lap of the season, lap 22, with James in the race lead, drifting about 6/10 clear of his teammate. And we can talk all we want about James and the history that this man has done, but let's talk about Chris for a moment, of course. He's trying to still overtake James Rigby here. And he's into the race lead, I believe, through turn 3. Nope, not quite. But he's going to fight him all the way throughout this lap. But let's see, the historic season that Chris has had, of course, as I said before, joined last season and signed for VCarb, his debut back in Australia of season 11, of course. Finished P3 that day, and we already knew this man would be a shining bright star one day. A whole season later, now leads the World Championship. Lost the title last season due to a flip in the sprint at Brazil. Said he was felt down bad, beat that day, and wanted to rejuvenate his career, rejuvenate his mindset. He signed to Rusties for the remainder of the season and went on to sign a new contract for this season. And look what he has done and taken the opportunity that he would have wanted. Leads the standings by 18 points, and he will now be able to crown himself a world champion for the first time in F1RC. Enters the history books as the first Dutchman to win a world championship. 2 corners to go for Chris. It is going to be James Rigby to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix as it stands. Chris is still behind, but for the first time ever, it is James Rigby to win Abu Dhabi, but for the first time, Chris crosses the line as champion of the world. Of the smoke I didn't even put on. Alright, I didn't even put on the freaking smoke. But GG boys, that is it for season 12. Chris the world champion, James wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and Green finishes P3 then. I think VCL starts soon, so I gotta get this done quick. Before you boys leave, I would like the top 3 to first come to the grid. So, come to the grid, top 3 boys. Alright, top 3 to grid, please. Alright, that's up.